Okay, so while I'm here getting active, I figured I'd show you what's going on with this right here. So I got a little watermelon in there already. For those of you who watched the last video where I was in the same spot, I had 2 containers worth of watermelon. From that one watermelon, I got 2 containers worth of watermelon. Okay? So, I'm going to put a little bit more in here. Now, I told y'all before, you get a lot of freaking water from the watermelon. Okay? That is 1 container. I used 1 container and I already have 4 liters. I've already got 4 liters of juice. Right? I used to think that these were 1.5 liters. Turns out they're 2-liter jars. So I already have 4 liters of juice. 4 liters of juice from that one jar. Of course, I did blend the lime and the apples, so I have that in there as well. But still, I have a whole container left. I'm gonna get, let's say at least another 3 liters. And then I'm gonna add the coconut water. So yeah, a lot of juice. And that's just from 1 single watermelon. If you wanted to do, 4 liters a day, most people would say a gallon, but technically a gallon is 3.78 liters, I think. But anyway, right? Nerdy stuff, you gotta be specific, man. Okay, I like to be specific sometimes. Information. It's whatever, right? But So yeah, I'm going to blend this up right here, and I'm using the blender because I was thinking to myself, I'm in a period of my life where less is more. Finding creative solutions to get the same outcome. Okay, thinking outside of the box, allowing the creativity to unfurl and, seeing what you can do. Like allowing yourself to power up in different ways and still be a badass. Badass. But, yeah, so I'm using the blender. Now, if I had a more, how normal people say, expensive blender, not blender, but juicer. If I had a different kind of juicer, I would use the juicer. However, I actually think that using this blender is better than using the juicer. And then I pour it in here, strain it once, pour it in there, strain it a little bit again, because there's a lot of fiber in watermelon. Now, you don't have to strain it. I just strain it. So, there's that. But yeah, you can do it with the blender. So basically, this video is for people who don't have juicers, or you don't really have a good juicer. Maybe you have a better blender, or maybe you don't have a juicer at all, but you got a blender, a decent blender. I wouldn't use like one of them cheap blenders. I don't know. I don't like cheap blenders. So I really don't like cheap stuff. I like quality stuff. And if you want quality, you should pay for it, because the people who put time and effort and they invest money into their product, it's always going to be a better product. Now, at a certain price point, it's just unnecessary, like, designer clothes. I mean, if you want it for the name, and yeah, they use better quality fabrics, but overall, I don't need to pay $500 for 1 shirt. You got me fucked up. But, we all choose where we want to place our energy. So if that's what you think a good investment is, paying $1,000 for 1 pair of shoes, that's what you'll do. If I believe that, hey, a $500 blender, and this is not a $500 blender, but my next blender will be $500, $499.99 plus tax, and shipping, because I gotta buy it online. But we all choose where we want to place our energy, because the energy, investment, mind, attention, money, all these different things is energy in motion, flowing and moving from place to place. So I'm going to turn the blender on and we're going to see how this goes. You really don't need to do it that long because it's watermelon. It's 95, 96%, water. So yeah, a lot of water. Now, what I like to do is, because there's still a good amount of water mixed in with the fiber, and then, the fiber is kind of stuck there, so I like to move it around to allow more of that juice to, be used. And so I just do one of these numbers here. So, I don't know how well y'all can see that. But yeah, I just take my fingers and just rub it around in here. And as you can see, the juice is falling. And then at a certain point, the fiber will get more and more dry. On top of that, you will start to see fiber coming through the bottom. And that'll let you know when to stop doing this practice here. See, I'm looking at it right now and it's about time to stop. So, I've never seen anyone do that technique. I'm not going to say I invented it, but, I'm sure someone's done it. But I've never really seen it done online, by anybody. So I like to do that to help get the, as much juice out of there as possible. Now, if you can find one of those nut bags, that would be a lot easier. That would be a lot easier. So yeah, I'd recommend that. Go online, or if you know a store that has them, go find one of those nut bags, nut milks and things like that. It's a bag. You put the stuff in it, the better ones have zippers, and then you just squeeze the bag, and then everything comes through the bag. I do not have one of those. I'll be investing in one of those before the year is up, but like I said, I'm in the less is more phase of my life. So I should have had one by now, but oh well. So yeah, like that. So excited! I'm just gonna put that there for now. I wanna brain whip. What I'm gonna do is I am going to add the coconut water. So the rest of this Vita Coco, I'm gonna pour this in here. Now, I'm putting these in the jars right now, but I have not yet added, the other things that I talked about that I wanted to put into here. So, I want to make sure, because this is enough for 2 days for me. So, I just want to put these in here and make sure that it's enough. And if I need a little bit more, then I'll put a little bit more in here. So yeah, I need a little bit more, but other than that, I have this, and let's see how it tastes. It tastes like water. H3O2. Okay? The water that actually hydrates you. Not only does it hydrate you with the extra hydrogen and the extra oxygen, so more oxygen to the cells, better cell permeability to get the nutrients inside of the cell. It's more hydrating. It's got the nutrients in there, the minerals, the sunlight, the biophotons, because this is raw. I ain't cooked this. I ain't heat this. I ain't pasteurize it. None of that weird stuff. So this has got the biophotons in there, the sunlight energy to feed the body, the sugar, the carbon, the melanin. It's all the same thing. That is good. That's really good. I like that. I love it. I'm going to make a little bit more of it. So, this is one watermelon. You see this? That was basically maybe like a cup and a half I needed to put in there. So, that's pretty much 4 liters. Oh, I did add the coconut water. So, without the coconut water, that might have been a liter. So, I would have had to do another liter. About, so, yeah, but still, that would be 5 liters with these two. That'd be 5 liters in total that I got from like half a watermelon. I'm telling you, water freaking melon. And it has the seeds in there. So I put the seeds in the blender and it blends everything together. So that way you don't even have to eat the seeds to get the benefits of the seeds. You're still going to get those extra aminos from the seeds. You're going to get the oils that's in the seeds, those fatty acids, which are good acids, right? Not all acids are bad acids. All right, everything in balance, okay? But yeah, you're getting all the minerals. You're getting those antibacterial properties, antiviral, okay, anti-parasitic, because all seeds are anti-parasitic, unless they're made by Monsanto. Then, you know, those are anti-life, right? just anti, just don't even do it. But yeah, that's amazing. So, you see how easy it is. If you don't have a juicer, and you got kind of a halfway decent blender, you can just put your stuff in the blender. And even when I had the apple in there and the lime, it wasn't that bad, honestly. You mix, especially if you mix it with something watery like this. So that's a key tip. If you're going to blend something like an apple or maybe some pear, for some pear juice, you know, maybe mix that with some watermelon or cucumber or papaya or an orange. Something that's got a lot of liquid in there. And you'll be just fine. But other than that, I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to mix, you know, all my other stuff in there. Chlorophyll and all that. And yeah, this is actually the first time that I've juiced in a blender. And I felt like y'all needed to see it. You know, live experimentation. Well, not live, but you feel me. So anyway, peace be with you. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Stay beautiful, baby. Stay beautiful.